Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sherry and I am a houseplant channel that I'm actually growing my collection as every video that you see. And every video is a little different because I'm new and I'm trying to build a collection in my house. So a lot of people have asked me about why are you repotting so much? And the answer to that is because the first time out, I don't think I did it right. The second time out, I don't think I did it right. And the third time out, I may have done it right. So if you see a lot of repots, then you know why you're seeing them. I'm the type person that if I think of something and I don't act on it, it kind of goes to my mind and my head, and I need to get it done and not think about it anymore. And most of the time, it's actually helping me. I know for a fact that the things that I've done recently have really improved my plants. So yeah. And so today, it's Sunday morning. It is around 8:30, I think. And I'm getting ready to go into Meijer's here to do my grocery shopping. But I wanted to go ahead and start my video up because I will be doing a little shopping for orchids in here. And I have been wanting to buy a few since my husband put up a new spot for me in the house. He put I'm losing my this is what happens to me when I talk. He put up 2 things for me on the wall to put my plants on. And so that kind of really opened up a whole new avenue for me onto my thought process about how I could fill up the area with beautiful plants. And one of the things I thought of is I want more orchids to put around. I did such a great job with the one that I bought in April. I want to try my hand at others, and I'll put on the screen. I bought 2 plugs, 2 different orchids this morning from a local Ohio Etsy shop. And I don't know their names. Again, I'm new to all orchids too. So, but they're not the typical store-bought orchid. So we'll see how I do with that. So yeah, so I just wanted to get this ball started, and I'm going to get in there and get my groceries, and then I may turn the video on as I'm looking for the orchids, but it depends on how many people are watching me. There's a lot more people in Meijer's than in Burns Nursery or Knollwood Gardens. So yeah. And another thing, my hand's shaking and I'm holding up my phone, so that's why you probably see it shaking. So it's not really great without my gimbal, which is the whole purpose of a gimbal, is to be able to go out and about with it and not have to worry about the shaking business and holding your phone. But I forgot to bring it. That is just what it is. So, all right, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, so I'm looking at some of these orchids, and a lot of them are so underwater. Most of them are underwater. Let me switch you over here. All right, so I don't care for the color ones because that just doesn't look healthy to me. These blue ones have been, they're unnatural. I don't care for that. So, but if you see, look at these roots. These, they're dehydrated big time. The one that I bought from Millwood yesterday had nice green, beautiful roots, and this is just crispy. So that tells me they're underwater, which is sad. I mean, look at this new growth, and it's already just hanging. So I'm not sure if I'm going to buy anything here or not. I really wanted something, but this one doesn't look too bad. But it's not much growth there. And I don't like the trellis for these because you're forcing them in a direction they don't like. I don't know. I'm just picky that way. Sad. These are cute little lilies, peace lilies though. Yeah, I just don't know what I'm gonna do here. And I'm holding the phone portrait mode. It's a lot easier than having to do it the other way, which is why that you see it different on the video. This is beautiful, but let me show you this. So see how you always pull up. I know you always pull it out and look at it. And these are just really dry. I think I could probably save it. It's hard to see. I think I could probably save it, but how much is it? Sorry guys, I'm not really good at this. So they want $19, $20 for this, which isn't bad. I don't know. I think I'll put it in my cart and think about it as I shop. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. They have a whole bunch of selections. This is the one that I already have a white one. And I've got yellow from yesterday, and I've got, what do I got? I got a couple different colors coming, like I told you a little bit ago about ordering 2 different ones. So I don't want to get anything that I already got. These guys need some water. I really hate grocery shopping and seeing these here. They don't take care of the plants. I guess that's why we come here and try and save them, right? And I don't have my mic on, so I apologize for that. Oh, I need to take a picture of these. My mom loves these. This Anthurium with the little flowers. And this is gorgeous. Alright, so I need to take a picture of this for my mom. Let her know that they have them here. Look at these. These are gorgeous. I was real tempted to get these. I've got a Prince of Orange at home, and it doesn't look near as nice as this. I think this is a hybrid. Prince of Orange, it says. So I don't know if mine are not yellow and orange because they haven't been in light. So I've been trying. under a grow light the last 2 weeks. I have a new growth coming out, but I don't know until it comes out if it's actually helped or not. These sad plants. I mean, so sad. If you're watching, come to Ohio and Kettering, Ohio area, and buy plants from here to save them. You gotta save the plants. This is a beautiful rubber plant. I think that's what that is, but I'm not positive. Yeah, those are nice underneath there. I may have gotten one on my day of collecting cactuses, but I don't want them anymore. So I ended up putting my orchid back. I decided that I would rather find another one. It's gorgeous. What is that? Yeah, I'd rather find another one that's looks healthier. This doesn't say anything. It looks kind of like a philodendron of some sorts, but it's beautiful leaves. Pretty calatheas. But every one of these needs water. And I plan on telling the person when I check out that they need to bring someone back here and water these plants. Here's an Alocasia. Looks like a Nairobi night, like I have, or a dragon, pink dragon. Honestly, I don't know if they're the same plant. I know people say that they're the same, but beautiful. Just sad. This is Ring of Fire, half dead. Just sad. So now I'm going to go look real quick at their pots, because I'm thinking about taking all of my Lithops out of those individual pots because some have died. So now I have a lot of unnecessary pots with 1 or 2 Lithops in it. And I have some terracotta ones at home I may use. Yeah, so here, let me flip you. So I have these at home. I have this size. But my problem with it is it's not big enough, I don't think, to fit all of mine. And I don't really want to use 2 of them, but I may not have a choice. You don't usually see a flat pot. You know, when I say flat, meaning long ways. You know, this would be a great size if it was long, but yeah, so you get it. I don't see anything here, and I'm confident enough that I could actually put them in glazed pots instead of terracotta, if I could find the right type of pot that I'm looking for. I don't see anything here. So, what do you guys think of this? Honestly, there'd be no reason why I couldn't put my lithops in this. I mean, it looks like it may be big enough and long enough. And what I was thinking about is almost doing semi-hydro. Wouldn't that be funny? I water every 3 days. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It is tempting. It is tempting. It's only $7.99. I don't. Yeah. So that's where I got it. So $7.99. I just don't know if I'll find anything like pot-wise. If I put Lecca down here, my bonsai grip mix up here, I think that would be cool. I think I'm gonna do it. I know everyone's screaming at me right now. Ah, don't do it. But I think we're gonna do it. Here it is. Yeah. I mean, I'm confident in how my lithops, they need to be dry, but I also have to water them every 3 days. And I think that would be a good idea. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I'm going up and down the aisle. I'm looking at all of these. So I got these last time, and I put my Colocasia in it, and I ended up giving it to Mom. The Colocasia died on me. He didn't like me taking him out of his of the stone and the leca. I thought it would, and when I took him out only because I needed to check his roots and they were rotten, but he seemed to really like it so I don't know. I took it out and put him just in water, and he died maybe a week or two later. I would say 2 weeks. That's neat. But I also put him under the grow lights, which he did not like. And honestly, that may have what did it. It's a crapshoot, guys. I don't know. I think that's all I need. All right, I'll see you guys when I get home. Hey everyone. All right, so grocery shopping is done and I'm ready to pot up my new plants. So what you've missed so far is, hey, are you coming to visit? Yeah, I'm in a new location. I decided to try to sit up to a table in my bedroom where my beauties are and pot this up today. So now Big Boy's upset because he can't come and see all of us. He'll be moseying in and out. So what you've missed so far is, like I typically do, I like to prep my plants, wash them off before I start recording. So this is what the roots look like on my Alocasia Jackalyn. And we've got corms. It's an interesting color. And I have to say that I'm getting cormed out. So if you I don't think you can see it, but pick up the camera. Okay, this is getting dangerous. But down there, I have corms and seedlings. So I don't want many more. Just perfectly honest with you. Even, I mean, it's a pain to wait on them and to let them grow. So I might, because these are nice size, I might go ahead and keep these. So let's see what we got here. But at the same time, I don't know how many more I'm going to keep. It's kind of hard to see. The lighting in here isn't great. It's still morning. It's around 11:30. And the sun doesn't come around this side until about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is what it is. Oh, and I also have a corm. Well, I did have a, oh, there it is. I thought maybe I lost it. So this is the original pot it was in. And this is my little tag. Alocasia Jackalyn. Water when dry, 2 inches down, bright indirect light. So there you go. I brought a couple pots down to figure out what I want to put them in, but we'll see. He's all washed off, and as you can tell here, he's got new growth coming in here. That's a brand new leaf coming out. It's a beautiful plant. So yeah, let's start. I want to get him into his new home. I don't like having him out with, it could damage his leaves like this, so let's put him down as gently as I can. And yeah, let's see, I gotta get my gloves. So what you see back here are all of my Anthurium. Not all. I've got my Anthurium luxurian out in the other room, and I've got another queen out in the other room, but it's fairly small. It's bigger than this one here. This is still that baby. And I'll actually put in the video I was going to make for my short, and I never sent it up, for the saddest thing in the one of the world right here. I broke the Lithops. Yeah, I was not happy at all. So I'll put that video in. It's only a minute long. Hi, everybody. I thought I would show you a very sad case of what I call over-caring for a plant. Oh, it was a brand new leaf. It was doing so good, and then I decided to lift it up and spritz it, and it came right off. We try so hard, but I have to remember, you know, if a wind blew really hard and pushed this back, it would have probably busted too. Oh, look what I just did. See, oh, look how fragile they are. Lesson learned, yes, but will I still probably do it? Yes. Have a great day. But this is a brand new leaf. I'm not going to touch him. I've learned my lesson. And I'm not going to touch him either, but this here is a brand new leaf. And if you remember my video, this is the original queen that I unboxed and had the broken leaf. So it's blessed me with a brand new leaf that's, I haven't measured it yet because he's still growing, but I'll have an update on him once he hardens off. Hopefully he's okay. I'm I'm trying really hard with these guys. And I won't go into all the plant care that I'm doing. I want to do it for a while. I've changed how I've done my anthuriums. So I'll do if it works, I'll do a video on what I've done. But right now, so today, like I said earlier, is June 30th, and I got my first Anthurium queen in April. So I'm not doing too bad to get a leaf like that. So I'm keep my fingers crossed that I keep doing everything right. You know what I forgot? I forgot my micro, and I need to get my micro water, and I need to get my bonide granules and a couple other things. So I'll be back. Okay, so I started using the Great White micro, I can't say it, micro-highs, I don't know, micro. And I decided to do this. There's two planty creators that I've watched that do this, and actually there's three. So I've decided to add that into my regimen, as well as CalMag Plus. I started using this last week. So yeah, so far so good. They say they need them. And what scares me though is I know that the mix that I have is good. It has a lot of nutrients in it. So you don't want to give over nutrients, just kind of like our bodies. We take a lot of vitamins and we have no clue what our body needs. Even if you go to the doctors, normal medical doctors do not test for your nutrition levels for vitamins and stuff. So same with plants, you got to be extra careful because you think you're giving them something they need, but maybe they don't. I mean, point proven is my brand new leaf over here. He didn't need anything. He grew this way and he had no blemishes coming out. So it's like, I change it. Well, I could be in trouble, right? So he hasn't gotten anything new yet. Some of the others have, and I'm testing them out. So far so good though. I mean, no negative impacts. But anyways, I digress. So I'm going to use my mom's gloves she was so kind to give me. She said that mine were way too big for my hands, and that I needed mediums instead of extra large, so they don't fall off when I'm trying to do my plant stuff. She's so good to me. So the plant that I took a picture of this morning, the Anthurium, the spadix with the red, I can't remember the name, and I texted her, and she was so excited. So she and my stepdad went out and bought 2 of those plants. I told her that I would buy it for her and bring it to her, but she said that she needed to come out anyway, so she bought it and she's really happy with it. So that makes me happy because plants make both of us extremely happy. It's just it's neat. I mean, who would have thought? I liked plants. Like I've said before, I've always liked plants. But I've never considered myself a collector, and now I am, and I'm definitely starting to get into my own, thanks to my husband, because if it wasn't for him building me these beautiful tables, and he put why can't I think of the name? Shelves. He put the shelves up on the living room wall for me this week. Just 2, but it was enough that opened up a whole new world for me. So if it wasn't for him, I don't think I mean, I would probably still be buying plants, but I don't, I didn't love it until the aesthetics became what they are. And it's just been so enjoyable for me. As a person who works 40, 45 hours a week, I'm a programmer. And it's just so nice to be able to come home now and actually have a hobby and to be able to care for these plants and buy new plants and then still put some techno savvy stuff in, which is this video and editing these videos for you all. It's a lot of fun. I've just really enjoyed it. So hopefully one day I'll become a better videoer. I know that, I mean, I watch hours a day, countless hours. I mean, you guys would, I know some of you are just as obsessed with watching YouTube videos, planty videos as I am. But I get up at 3 in the morning before I go to work and I get all my plant chores done, and then I save an hour before going to work to watch planty videos. And my favorite, I have favorited channels, and anytime that Wild Fern or Plants by Melissa comes to my feed, they're the first ones that I want to watch. So, but they're also been so helpful in my growing and my growth of my plants and how and what I do, and more than just those two. And, you know, I mean, you just watch so many of them that you can't remember their names. It's kind of like plants. But I really just want to say thank you to everybody for doing what I'm doing here, and that's sharing these videos. I'm not doing this for any type of money, nor do I plan on it. This is all about giving back. And as much as I enjoy watching the videos, I enjoy making them too. And hopefully, you know, I can get some friends out of this, and I think, you know, there's a few that I already have, and it's just nice to be able to hear from people on comments and talk to them. And I like hearing what your opinions are. I like hearing what you've done with your plants. And there are some that, you know, would never make videos. So the comment section is really for you all to be able to share your growth and what you've learned and when you see videos. So don't be bashful. Don't be bashful. Just, it'd be nice to hear from you. So, okay, well, I've jabbered enough. And now I've got to get to work, and I've got to think about what I'm doing here. So I haven't, on my orchid, I have not taken out the wet moss. So I have wet it down to get started. I started taking it out, but it was going to take a long time. And I thought, well, this will be good. I'll just fast forward while I'm doing it for you guys to see it. But he's in beautiful, look at the roots on that. Look how green they are. That's what you want to see in a orchid when you buy it. I never knew that until I watched another orchid video. So that's why these videos are so important, because they teach us so much about things we just wouldn't know as a collector or as someone who wants plants in our home. So we'll do this after I get my Anthurium in its home, because that's going to take a while. Here, this won't take long. All right, okay. So I'm not sure, but it looks like, so this is a 7-inch. This is a 6-inch. And this plant gets big. So I think I'm going to put him in the 7-inch for now. So it'll be like this. I had my Alocasia dragon scale in this yesterday and washed it out real good. So there is still some, I mean, that's typical, right? There's a little bit of algae on the side. But there, I don't know if I want to maybe get him a brand new one, but I don't know if I have another 7-inch. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go look. So I'll be back. Okay, I crack myself up sometimes. Well, a lot, actually. So I was getting ready to get up, and I have my orchid laying in a 7-inch, a clean pot. So we'll just swap it out. It's not really clean now that the orchid's been in it, but yeah. So last night or yesterday afternoon when I came home, I'm going to rinse this out real quick. Oh, when I came home, I went ahead and took these into the bathroom, and I sprayed bonide insecticidal soap on it, on both of them, really good. Although I didn't see any bugs, there were a lot of gnats in the nursery yesterday, and Mom and I were all kind of itchy when we were in there because it was so hot and it was so muggy yesterday. So, you know, and I was like, ooh, it's going to be in our plants, you know, and it gives me the creeps bringing them home, but that's what we do, you know. I mean, like I was telling you earlier, the gnat situation that I was starting to see in my living room, where I usually do my potting up videos, which will be going out there here soon, so I can show you it. But the few gnats, I think maybe, I don't, and it could have been I was seeing the same ones over and over again. I know I killed 3 of them with my hands, and then I might have seen 3 more. So it was not a big deal, but I knew that it could become a big deal. You know, with my mom suffering with her infestation she had, it was terrible. They were going through her vents, came out into bathrooms where there was no plants. Yeah, I'm not interested in that. So I just hope that all the work that I did yesterday, I keep, you know, I hope that, it's funny how my brain works. I forget about what I'm going to say, guys. I am getting close to 60, so I guess, hey, that comes with it. I just hope that I can keep the bugs at bay. I know that it'll happen probably, but I'm going to try really hard not for it to. So when I bring plants home, I know I don't wait long enough for a lot of people that they like to wait for weeks, sometimes months to repot them, but I don't do that. I have to do it right away. I didn't do it last night because I was tired, and then I isolated them in our tub in our bathroom with the door closed. Not that that would help with any flying insects, but I sprayed them real good, and then today I washed them out, washed the leaves really good when I was out there. I washed the orchids, only the orchid bottom part. I didn't touch the flowers. And so we'll see. So far, so good. And yeah. All right. So I'm going to go with the 7-inch. And I'm going to bring these things are a lifesaver, by the way. I mean, I don't know what I would do without my bowls. They're everything when it comes to this repotting business. repotting, potting up, whatever, right? So I use these. This is kind of a new one I got. Igigo Organic Natural Clay Pebbles, Light Expanded Clay. So it was 2 pounds. Yeah, it was 2 pounds. And I'm already halfway through it. So that down here. I'm not used to this area at all. I usually am in the kitchen when I do this when I'm not recording. But I want to have a spot because I love when I'm watching Plants by Melissa and Wild Fern and everybody else. They always have plants around them, and I'm like, I don't have really plants around me because, well, I'm new and I'm building an environment, right, that's aesthetically pleasing to myself. So I decided today we're going to give this a try. So we'll see. So I've got the bottom layer of leca, which is what I do for all my plants now. And I'm going to go ahead and put that here. Well, actually, what I need to do first, is I need to mix up what I want. So I've got my tree fern. I'm almost done with this bag, but it's held up. It's really held up really good for me. I made my plant ban for 21 days, guys. 21 days of not buying plants. And then it's supposed to come Tuesday this week. I bought myself a Anthurium Michelle crossed with Doc Block is what it's called. Don't know what that is, but all I know is when I saw a Michelle, I wanted it. And I wanted it a long time. And that was in my Etsy cart for the full 21 days. And on the 21st day, I decided I'm getting it. And what was really funny is another planty creator, which I can't remember the channel right now. Her #1 Anthurium, she did a list of her #1 Anthuriums. As I hit the pay button in Etsy, as soon as I hit that and bought that plant, her #1 was that exact plant and from the exact Etsy shop. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I told her in the comments, I just bought this plant within seconds of you saying it's your #1. So she's like, you're going to love it. There's no hesitation, hand down. You're going to love this. They take great care in their plants, she said. So yeah, we'll see. What was interesting was when I did order it, it was too late by then, but I had ordered it already. And their Etsy site, if you go into the item description, and I read it, it says, if you go to Instagram, we'll give you a discount. And I'm like, oh, what? So my guess is Etsy probably adds money on for them and takes away. That's my guess. I mean, I've been buying Etsy a long time. I had no clue that they did that. But I was really bummed that I didn't get the discount. However, I texted her. I texted the shop anyways, or not texted. I went to Instagram since I have my account, and you all have that there in the description. I went there and I asked her, I said, oh, I didn't know you had a discount, and she came back and said, yeah. She says, but I said, can you give me pictures of the plant that you're going to give me? Because what I was under the impression they sold out because their Etsy thing said sold out. And so she sent me 3 different plants that they had available. I don't think this is going to be enough, but she sent me 3 plants to choose from. 2 of them were perfect leaves. The third one had a couple holes in a leaf. In the way I could tell, it looked like 1 leaf, possibly 2, a little bit of holes. However, she said this has 2 plants in it. So, and it was a lot bushier than the one that I thought I bought. So she gave me a choice out of the 3, which one I wanted. And it took me a while, and I talked to my friend at work, who's also a plant collector, and she's like, I would take the 2 plants, hands down. She says, 2 plants, Anthurium, Michelle, Doc Block, yeah. And so I did, even though I didn't want the kind of the bad leaves, but I said to myself, Sherry, really think about that a second. What if, you know, if one what if one dies, you have another? I don't know. So that's what I did. Most likely I'll repeat this in that video because you don't really have much to talk about when you're doing these. But I feel like I'm doing pretty good today. I really want to be more talkative, but you know, you guys don't give me enough input, so I don't know if you're liking the videos, if you don't like the videos, so I'm just going with it, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm gonna put some in the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna put some in the bottom first. All right, now I'm going to put my micro, I'm going to call it micro, I'm not going to say the word, I'm going to put that on the roots. Okay. I'm not sure, guys, but before I do that, I see sponge here. I see a sponge, and I'm going to get it off. This is when I need more light. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to swap this out with the old pot. I didn't see the sponge before. I know you can't see this, but the fan's blowing and I don't want that microbe blowing in my nose. Okay. Yeah, got it. It wasn't bad. Foo. I need more mix. One thing I forgot is my Bonai granules, and I hate adding that. I haven't had to add that in a long time, but when I saw those gnats, if you little stink pots aren't getting in here, if I can help it. So I'll probably go ahead and add it. I'll add it now. It's big here. Hopefully I don't knock it over. That would stink. Stink, literally, and it would stink. If I did it. I know you guys can't see exactly what I'm doing here. So I'm a... See if I can move it. There we go. And I just want to say, Mom, you're right. These gloves are a heck of a lot better than the other ones. Thank you for giving me these gloves. And they're purple, which makes me very happy. I mean, guys, he's not staying up. So what am I doing wrong here? I need to push this dirt more in, and then I'm going to have to make sure I don't have air pockets. So I need more. This gives me an excuse now to actually vacuum my room and take the plants off the shelf and dust. I've been wanting to do that, and I haven't. One thing I forgot to add in here is my bonsai grit. I hope I don't regret that. But honestly, I don't think that I need it. I don't think I need it because of the all of the perlite in mollies. But I am going to add it as my top coat, which is what I like to do anyways. Here are my leca balls down there. Still not real strong in here. I mean, it's possible I'll have to change this out to a tall one. I've got tall pots out there for my queens. But I think for now, I'm going to leave it as is. Okay. Now I'm going to water it with my micro. Now you see why I love my pot, these bowls so much. So I just want to say thanks to Alice from, oh boy, You Can Grow. I don't remember her channel name, but anyone who's they'll know who I'm talking about. She's the one that I've seen do this, and adding micro water afterwards when you're done. And if you want to know what the benefits, I'm not going to tell you because I went and read. I went out to the internet and read what the benefits are, and then of course hearing what she said, and a couple other people have said how good that is for your plant. And yeah, Wikipedia has that information, so just you can look it up, and if you're not sure, you can look it up. Just look for Great White because that's what everyone uses, and yeah, then you can decide for yourself if you want to add it in to your plants or not. So this is done, and I'm going to just let him sit in this little bit water here while I plant up and do our next one. Oh goodness, I'm going to put him down here. You can stay by the light. I'll show you this when I'm done. Right now it's trying to stay focused on the task at hand. Oh, I don't want to forget about my corms. Put them in this pot. Okay. Now, with orchids, you're not supposed to, or they say you shouldn't do this while they have flowers, but I did it with my last one and it didn't lose a flower. So I'd be happier to get this stuff out of it. It's too moist. It holds too much water. So let me give you an example. So the orchid, and I'll show you to you when we go out there, but the orchid that I bought at the same place last time, it was just like this with moss inside of all wrapped with the roots wrapped around it. I didn't know what it was. I never took an orchid apart ever in my tenure as an orchid lover. And they did okay, but now that I know better, I knew it was suffering because when I brought it home, it was wet. So the moisture meter said, wet, wet. I was like, okay, well, I won't water you. Well, 7 days later, I was like, surely it needs water now. wet, 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 moisture meter again. So I'm like, what? And then a week later, I checked it again, still showing wet. So I said, this ain't right. This is not right. We have to get it out of this. So that's when I watched a couple videos on orchids. And then I watched them how they took this the stuff out and then repotted it, and oh, I forgot it. I'll go get it. Repotted it an orchid mix. Bark, 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 perlite. That's pretty much what it is. And yeah, and my orchid gets watered now every 10 days, and it's happy as a little lark. I lost one flower now, so it's starting to go dormant, I think. And so yeah, we're going to have to tackle this. So this is going to take me a while, so I'll fast forward it for you guys. I'll be back. I need to check my blood sugar, guys. Okay, I'm back. While I was out checking my sugar, I got my orchid bark that I use. And I need to order some more probably because I ordered 2 orchids. They're just plugs, there's no flowers on them. So I need to order more so when they come, I'll be ready. And what's nice is I'm not going to have to go through this when they come, because they're going to be bare root, is what I understood them to say. I understand why they do this, because the moisture retention, and they've got to live at these nurseries. They've got to live, well, what we saw at the grocery store today, they probably won't live, because people won't know about this when they take them home. I never did. And to be honest, I never watched a plant video either. I mean, I never even knew that even existed until, I don't know how it started. I can't remember back that far, but we have premium, and I think I did a search on one of my cactuses, that I was having problems with back then, last summer. And when I did a search, the channel Caffeine, I think it's called Caffeine Cactus, and it was Anna. And I was enamored by her channel and thought to myself, oh my gosh, look at this. She went to nurseries and she shows for cactuses, and that was it. That started it all for me. So it's interesting how that works, but most people don't even think about that. I guess now with the internet, you know, when you search for answers, what's nice is the videos will come up, so a lot of people will now know about it. It's easy to figure that out now that it comes out in Google searches. As you can see, these are almost all going to have to be cut off. They're yellow and soggy. A lot of them, they're just drenched. Well, they're drenched because of me, but they're also drenched because of being cooped up in that moss for so long. Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do here. There's some green ones, which they're really healthy. Get my scissors. So this is kind of how it looks right now. The leaves aren't in great shape either, as you can see. The one that was all yellow, I took off. I really need to be cautious of my flowers. I don't want that, if that clips let go, I'll probably lose a lot of flowers. But I might anyways, because I ain't keeping this stuff. That's okay. It'll grow back. what's left, guys. Not much. Hopefully you can survive this. I don't like this leaf this way, but I don't want to cut it and reopen it either. I'll probably clean the leaves off, but I'm going to leave him alone right now. So this is what we cut off. All this schmuck. Yuck. So, not much to pot up. I think I'm going to just put him in this 5-inch. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. So I may not have to reorder more in the first place with this little one, this little pot. I think what I'll do here is and then I'll probably use my twig. I have twigs. If I remember, I'll show you. I have those supporting my other one. This is not probably going to be very good, but we'll see. I don't know, it might work. This orchid's not near the size as the one that I bought from them the last time. And that's okay, I don't need real big ones. Plus, if I have big ones, that means my husband has to make me more stuff. Hint, hint. He watches my videos. He's my number one watcher, supporter. So cute. This is interesting because, you know, all this bark, you have to make sure that it's going to be supported and it has things to grow around, which makes the moss seem more efficient, but at the same time, this will allow its roots to regrow and dry out in between the watering. I want to make sure that's in the ground, or touching the bottom. I'm not sure how much of this that we're really supposed to have on top, but I think that it's fine to cover the roots because it's all bark and breathable. Yeah. There we go, guys. We did it. And it's actually staying up on its own. bring the camera up. So here's my pretty yellow flowers. Now one of them, I need to probably cut off, unless it's dropped off already. This one here, you could tell, see how the leaf is? It's died. Now, I really hope this new one continues to grow out, but maybe I'll do an update video on that. It's June right now, so you wouldn't see this video. Let's see. I think unless you all vote on my posts and want me to post more, this wouldn't come out until middle of August. Yeah. Because I was thinking that maybe, I've got a lot of videos that I've done, and I schedule them for Fridays at 6:30. But I see so many of the content creators pushing them out, multiples out, just any time during the week. So if y'all want that, I can try to do that. And then when it comes out, it's newer rather than older. So I don't know. Let me know. I might change it, try it, but my thing is that I don't record half the stuff I do. Mainly because it's not convenient. I like to do my plant chores when I want, which is usually, could be 3 o'clock in the morning when I get up for work. It can be 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm on the weekends. And yeah, so, and I like being in my pajamas. All right, so now that we've done this, I'm not gonna water him today. I'm gonna let him settle for a couple days and let those roots air out. And I'm gonna clean this mess up. I don't want anything to drop. My doggies lick things up, so I have to be very cautious. So I will end this right now and see you in the living room in a few minutes. All right, now that I got things cleaned up, I wanted to show you my plants before I go out to the living room. So, as you can see over here, this is my new potted up Alocasia Jackalyn, and that's my new currently beautiful orchid. And then next to him is my pride and joy, which is my Anthurium queen, aka Warquinum. And as I said before, that is a brand new leaf. I don't want to touch too much, but he's still real fragile. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm so happy. I just love that plant so much. Next to him is the hybrid. I think this is the Alocasia Indian. I got this from Equigenera USA. This is the Alocasia. Oh, it starts with a B. Bessie, I think. And I'm pretty sure we're getting some growth in there. And it's kind of hard to see, and I've got a camera in my hand. So, but that's why he is going to the side, because he's making room for what I believe is a new baby. Right there. And then this is another Anthurium queen, as well as that one. As you can see, that's a fresh leaf. Now, this is the one that I sadly broke. which you saw the video of earlier. And that is a new leaf coming in right there. And this baby, since he's been moved to the window, my Thai constellation, look at that beautiful leaf coming out. He loves it in here. I mean, he just loves it. I can tell just by, he's all up and looking like, oh, I get to see the sun for the first time since I've been here. I love this room. This is set up so nice for my plants. And then down here, yeah, we got, let me go ahead and shrink this down here. So we'll update on my seedlings. As you can see here, we've got, I've got a new leaf coming out. This is my hybrids. It's a Forgetti dark form, Forgetti dark, and Bolate. Yeah, that's what it says. And then we got a new leaf. Look how tall he is. That tall one sticking up there, light green, that's a brand new leaf. And that is a AOS dark. Anthurium. What is that AOS? I know what that is and I can't think of it. Crystal dark form. Yeah, you probably can't see it. The lighting is kind of glare. Not a glare, but it's dark. And then I've got the rest of them over here. I got some Alocasia dragon scale. I got Alocasia caprea, and then Alocasia black velvet. And then over here, as I mentioned at the store, this is my Prince of Orange, which really looks more like a sun red right next to it, and I'm not impressed with it. So depending on the leaf that comes out, we'll decide if I keep these or not. I will most likely give them away if not, or take them to work. And then in the back there, this one here is my philodendron. Hi! My philodendron ring of fire. Say hi. Hi, what's going on? He says, I don't care for this camera, Mommy. Oh! I have to clean up the floor yet, big boy. I gotta clean up the floor. Here comes another one. Oh, there's everybody. We're sitting on I've got another bed in here that's kind of operated up and down for our back, and when our ailing body ails us, so, which is a lot. Yeah, so I can't get over how beautiful this plant is. Look at those leaves. I haven't decided where I'm going to put him yet, but I think I might keep him right there for now. What I think I want is him here by the window. I think that they like being by the window, but not in direct light. So, all right. So, this is my living room. All meshy. I've got babies. I've got babies going on out here. What are you guys doing? I still need to clean up my kitchen and figure out what I need to do. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my lithops, but I want to show you, first of all, here's what I've got so far. There's my luxuriant. I want to show you, these are the pots guys that I repotted yesterday. Here. And look how beautiful this new leaf is. It's nice and it's getting hardened off now. And then he's the one that I reduced the size of in the pot. I went down a size. And you can see that there's a new flower coming in, which I'm sorry, but I don't want mine with flowers. I'm just saying. I don't want flowers on mine. There's a gnat. I just saw another gnat, guys. Oh my gosh. I guess I just have to suck it up, don't I? I repotted this one. And as you can see here, I've got a new leaf growing in. So here's the first leaf. Here's the second leaf. I think this one, I can't remember if this one is the third leaf or if this one was the third leaf. But either way, I'm excited because I was really nervous that this was not going to be, it was going to turn all white, because I've got a white one here, I've got a white one here, and I got a more of a green here, but this one looks like it's going to be good. I love the white, but we all know that that's not going to last. So, and then I repotted my big guy into this is a 7-inch. I did a 7-inch yesterday because I know that he's growing really pretty quick. So, yeah. So here are my lithops. What I'm thinking about doing is, I don't know. Oh, my Siri's talking to me. I'm thinking about putting them in that bowl, but I think I talked myself out of it. But I don't know, guys, if I even want them anymore. Isn't that bad? I don't want to deal with them every 3 days. So I think what I'm going to do is go get the pot. You guys want outside? All right, I'm going to let the dogs out. You can just stare at the lithops for now. They're so funny. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I'm at the point now that I'm just a little tired of having these guys in these separate pots. So I have this, which I really like this pot. It's glazed. And it goes against every part of my being, but I think what I'm going to do is pot them up in that. All of my Bonsai Jack grit mix, and if I need more, I've got the Molly's succulent grit mix I'll just use and see how that works. So I thought I'll go ahead and do that while I'm recording. I don't think it should be very messy. That's going to be really difficult for me to see. Let's see here. Yeah. All right, so what I want here got hair everywhere. I want one of these little mesh pads. Haven't had to use those in a long time since I stopped using terracotta. Can you see that? Yeah. I don't have much of this left. I'm going to be sad when I'm out. I love my bonsai jack, but for now, Molly's will be fine. So what I'm going to do is just dump these. Can you see me? Yeah. It's hard to tell from the side. Uh-oh. Mating mad. My gimbal's not happy. He doesn't know what I'm looking at. I think that's good. This is, so these two, both of these two are brand new. They came out today, over the winter. This one has not had a baby yet. I'm going to put these guys here. What I think I'm going to find is they're wrinkled. Like this one's pretty wrinkled. Woo, woo. I don't know how well you can see because it's pretty dark. I need to turn the light on. Yeah. That's one thing about this is a real pain, is having to figure out the lighting. Let's see, it's still not very great, but it's something. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, this is real wrinkly. One of the advantages too of taking your lithops out and looking at them like this is you can see more what's going on. So I'm going to keep the grit. This has a huge root system. I can feel it. Yeah, so I might not need any, but look at that. That's beautiful. So what I'm not sure is how I'm going to do this. I mean, I just don't know. We're just going to wing it, guys. I may not be able to put all of these in. But these are so small, some of them. All of these are brand new. When I say brand new, they came out of their mother plant as new leaves. He actually was at the bottom floor. Wow, look at that. The roots were all the way down here stuck. See, and that's another thing that worries me about these roots they can go out about 5 inches. So, I don't know, that might be okay. My mom got me this one. He's still working on coming out. One thing I learned, and I recommend not doing, and that is don't take them out of their leaf until they're ready. Because what happens is they become dwarfs. They're miniature. They don't grow to what they could have been. So I think I'm going to do here, It's not easy. It's very difficult with this grit. I wish I could make a hole and dig in it, but it's not going to be, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to put these guys really close. These are all new as well. This one obviously is coming out. I'm going to put them in pretty close to one another. I know through, oh, I can tell they're stuck to the bottom of this terracotta pot. This one is, see? Dang it. Put these out. Forgot what I was saying, guys. Oh, the lady that I studied, which I forgot her name, I learned from by reading. I did a video on Lithops a couple months ago. She said that they like being close together. And if she says it, I believe it. That's how mine are doing so good, is because of what she's taught. Look at that. It's beautiful. I sure hope you guys can see that, but I can't do anything about the light. Some of these, like this one, it's brand new too, but it looks like he's about to split. I don't know if I'm going to keep him though. This is brand new. These guys are stuck. I knew they would be. There we go. I didn't have to add any new grit at all, did I? Just reuse this. I'm not going to make it. This is going to be too many. This is going to be way too many. I don't think I want to put any more in here. So I need to go get, I wonder if I should just pot up what I have so far. I definitely want the bigger ones all together if I can do that. And then put the smaller ones maybe in. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I need to get my bowl. Our dogs are outside. Big boy loves laying outside. Misty's not a fan of laying, so she's just standing out there. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Oh, wow, guys, he's solid in there. They're going to lose some roots. Oh, my God, look at that. Check that out. I hope you can see that. If not, hopefully I can brighten it when I'm editing. Oh, this is why terracotta is not a good choice, which I didn't really know out the gate until later on, that your roots, I smell them, your roots will stick to the terracotta and try, because of the wetness of that it soaks up. All of these are brand new. They're babies. Like I said, I think the real tiny ones I will put, or I don't know if I'm going to keep the tiny ones, to be honest. They're cute, but I don't know if I want them. Wow. Look at this roots. This is a brand new one too. Running out of room. Do I have another thing to lay that on here? My mat's outside. I'll put them up here. Okay. These are all brand new. Again, kind of small. I don't know if I'll keep them, but I'm gonna have a lot of cleaning to do. When I'm done, I gotta vacuum and clean up my room, bleach, and then eat lunch. These are stuck. Holy schmolies. Let's make sure you can see here. Wow. These guys are stuck. Well, this is proof, guys, that the bonsai jackroot mix works wonders for these babies. I love this mix. Look at all the root loss. Oh, look at this. Wow, put them up there. It's so tempting to be able to want to get them out, but I'm not going to do it. Can't do it. Okay, last one. Now, this one, this is a prime example of why you don't take the leaves out. Even if you think they're stuck, don't take them out, because I did with this one, and then the taproot fell off, but it's regrowing. You can see that it's regrowing, which is great, but see how small he is? But this is how big he could have been if I would have just let him alone. So don't do what I did there. Oh, this one's stuck too. All right, so there we all are. Your challenge here is getting them in here. Now, they won't stick to a glazed pot, which will be nice. But what I need to do here is I need to wet this grit. So I'm going to go wet this in the sink so it's easier to plant everybody in where I want. So I'll be back. Oh, now you see why I have a desk, or I put my card table up today. I'm moaning a lot. It's just hard to move. Back hurts all the time. My hips hurt. My knees hurt. Okay, so it's going to drain here a second. I'm going to let it drain. And while it's draining, I'm going to show you what Jeff made or hung up. He didn't really make it, but okay. All right, so over here are my new shelves. So right now I just kind of did my best to fill it in. Over here, we're not putting anything because there's no light coming there from this window or from the window behind me. And he's going to trim the tree, right? All these little limbs here, he's going to trim those up so more light comes in to this room. So what my plan is, or at least what I'm thinking here, is I'm going to keep my long leaf anthuriums up here with the orchids. And then at the bottom, I'm going to be putting in possibly a large monstera. And I don't know, you know, this opens up for me. So I'm going to be putting things down here. And then he'll probably put up more shelves. I told him I really wasn't sure about how far up, because I didn't want, if I do put the anthurium queens out here, I want them to have room to grow up. So I didn't want shelves up above those. So I may ask him to put some shelves up here eventually, but right now this is really all I need. And once I figure out, you know, once I fill it out, I'll start showing you guys more of it as I figure things out. So yeah, I'm real excited about it. I love these tables that he's built for me and the shelving that he's put in. These shelves I don't have any plants on. Big Boy's favorite toys up there because I don't want to get rid of it just yet. But I could put one plant up there onto the left, but I haven't decided yet what. So yeah, what I had them sitting on, this will be perfect. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to do all this. So you guys can see how easy it would be to not record and do all of this at the same time in your pajamas. But I do, hopefully you're enjoying what I'm doing today. So I think I'm going to put the biggest guy, well, there's a lot of big guys. How do I want to do it? I think I'll put the big guys out here. I don't know, I think I need it more wet. See how hard this is to get those roots down in there, and I don't want to hurt their roots. I don't know how big he's going to get. I mean, he keeps growing rather than splitting. Hopefully I'm not going to kill them doing this, but sometimes we just have to do what we want. This is what I want right now. I'll probably add more grit when I'm done with it. It's a big root. Ooh. Twins are difficult to do because they share this one taproot, and when this has babies, it's going to take up a lot of room. So maybe I could be able to get them. I like them down in the grit more than I do being up. I don't like them up in the air. But I don't have much options here. Get my mom's. They're a lot the same color, aren't they? I didn't realize that until all the pretty ones are tiny. And I might not put them in here, but I don't know. It's getting harder. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I put the big tooth in the middle. I have to remember roots will find their way. I don't have to worry about if they're not straight down into the hole that I'm making. They'll figure things out. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to have room. I'll be lucky to be able to get all of these guys in here. Well, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, guys. I haven't figured it out yet. So you might not see. I think probably what I'll do is I have another flat one my mom doesn't use. I might go and get that from her. I can see her in a few days since it's the 4th is coming up, and get my blue pot back. I don't think she's using it. I don't know. Let's see. So Might be able to, they might be able to go through the middle of these guys, these little ones. If they stay this small, that would be okay. And most likely they're not going to get much bigger because I really stunted them. Stunted their growth big time. I was infatuated with these for so long. I still like them. I love these little guys. It's just, I don't know. And they're really easy to be cared for. It's just every 3 days of watering was getting too much with all my other watering. So I feel like putting them in the glazed pot and then only watering them every 7 to 10 days, maybe even longer. Because I could tell, I haven't watered these for 3 days and the bottom layer was still a little wet. So that tells me on a glazed pot with all of them together, I could possibly go 15 days without watering. Now the moisture meter is not going to be helpful because the grit at the top will be wet and the grit's harder for it to read. I think I might make it, guys, at least with the ones that I really want to keep. I'm definitely not going to keep the real little ones. Keep those. Well, I don't know. I might have to keep him because he came back from death's doors and gave me a baby. So I'm going to keep that one for sure. These little brighter color ones in the middle. I'll boost the color a little bit. These little ones have barely any roots, but they're growing. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think these are gonna come with me. So I'm going to, oh no, I forgot these. Fiddlesticks. These twins are trouble. It's just take up so much room. wish I had more bright colors, but most of my bright colors, like this one, didn't do so well. I have to save him. I didn't think he would make it. I've got one spot just for him. Guys, I can't believe it. I think this looks good. I made it. Now, whether or not I kill them or not this way, time will tell. But I think they'll be all right. Yeah, oh boy, look at my hair. You can tell I'm tired. It's time for lunch. So, yeah, so thanks for sticking with me today. If you've enjoyed what I've done today, I'd love to hear from you. And share my videos if you like them and you want others to see them. I'm not on Facebook. I don't do social media. I mean, this kind of is social media, but you know what I mean. I don't have a Facebook account. I closed it many years ago. And I do have an Instagram account that I post some of my videos to. Sometimes I create over there and not on YouTube, but not frequently. I'm mostly on YouTube. It's the area I like the best. So, but feel free to share my videos with your friends or planty groups that you have. I'd appreciate it. And if you hit the subscribe button and the like, I'd really thank you for that. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. And wherever this video finds you, on what day it is or what time that it is, I hope that you have a blessed rest of your day. Namaste, and see you later. Bye.